I've always been obsessed with the idea of side hustles and making money to become rich. And I've done almost every single side hustle that's possible, from all the way from going into the dirt and collecting trash cans and bottles to make pennies on the dollar, from flipping items in person and on eBay, all the way to becoming semi-successful in drop shipping online. In today's video, I'm going to get into 2 side hustles that I guarantee that you can become profitable and will guarantee to become successful if you follow my steps and do this right. And I've personally made $600 just this week. This is my real bank account. I do what I preach. I do these every single day, and I'll teach you exactly how to do these 2 side hustles. One of the main reasons why I'm making this video is a lot of mainstream side hustle YouTubers, they will promote these side hustles and tell you just for views and clicks, but they won't tell you how likely you are to actually succeed. Online drop shipping, affiliate marketing, all this stuff takes time and money. Drop shipping, you need thousands of dollars to start with sponsored ads. A lot of things, you need a lot of experience, and a lot of this time, you'll put all this time and effort and energy to have no results or end up losing all your money and your spirits crushed. Well, in today's video, it is my job to give you these 2 side hustles that won't only make money to start you off, but amplify and scalability of your money that I promise you will use these 2 for the rest of your life. And this will be a game changer to build your wealth on your way to financial freedom. When I found success in my first dropshipping store, I was on top of the world, posting about it everywhere, and then everything hit hard. All the things I never knew about. Return mailing addresses. Every time an item got returned, I had to refund the customer, and I didn't get the product back. The fees were adding up because my free trial and the credits were gone, and I started paying shipping by hand. All these things that all these popular YouTubers fail to mention in their how-to or their course videos that I paid my own hard-earned money for as a 16-year-old, fail to note any of these things and all these risks that I hadn't accounted for, causing me to lose money and to eventually close down my very first dropshipping store. Enough of the sob story, and I'm going to start with what you came here for, and the 2 side hustles that you're guaranteed to not fail at. I personally use these, and I fell in love with this first one. So a lot of these popular side hustle YouTubers will express on how they actually started making money. Oh, I just made $1,000 of this. Oh, I made $100 on my first day doing this. Well, that's not the most important part. The most important part is what you can do with your money after that. Yes, I became successful at dropshipping, but I was lost after the first initial starting point. And you will get to this point and you will not know where to turn to. And you will eventually turn to somebody that you probably shouldn't have, and you'll get scammed out of everything you have. So that's where I come in. Once you make this money from the second side hustle, you're going to start investing it. No, investing is not for the rich. When I was lost and my side hustle didn't work out, this is where I turned to. I started with just $50 as a young 15-year-old with hopes and aspirations to become rich. If I put my money into a regular savings account or something else that just made 0.1% interest, or a side hustle that I had no idea how to do, I'll be wasting my time and money. A side hustle like investing is passively managed, so you can focus on what matters in life. Inherently, you're skeptical about this little child that's telling you about this insane way to make money and why you think it's a bad idea. But I'm going to show you the infographics and the statistics. On my right side here is your money over the long run if you just invest it in a savings account or done anything statistically bad with your money. And on the left is you investing your money in just this one asset. One click of a button, you can just buy this over time, and any money you make from my second side hustle, you just put it straight into this, and over time, you're going to be building wealth and become a millionaire in no time. I put my money where my mouth is. I made $70 just today from this. In the future, I plan to be making thousands of dollars. My YouTube channel is called Compound Investor because over time, you will compound money to build it up like your empire. And we will be making money over time. Truly the only way to make passive income that has almost zero risk. As you see in this chart, I'm going to show you, the stock market goes down, but it always goes back up. And this is why all the world's millionaires choose to put their money in here as a #1 way to build wealth. There are, of course, other ways, real estate, your own business, but we're looking at success rates. The success rate in the stock market, if you just use the S&P, is almost 100%. And in 15 years, if you keep your money in there, you have statistically a 0% chance to lose your money. Don't believe me? Look it up on the internet. Ask ChatGPT. I don't care. I'm not lying to you with these numbers. We're a statistical channel, and we only invest our money in what is statistically the best way to do it. no more gatekeeping. You are a smart investor and already know how to invest. So how do you make the money I promise you without failing? Let's use a quick infographic and an example to show you. On the right here, popping up is little Timmy. He just turned 15 and a half and he got his first job working at McDonald's. And on my left here, this is Jared, a 22-year-old who just graduated college and he's making $40 an hour working full-time 9 to 5. Little Timmy here, he's sucking on his thumbs. He can't finish his algebra homework and he plays video games and eats potato chips on his free time. But he works only 2 days a week for 4 hours, $20 an hour. And he gets that money tax-free. He doesn't pay his rent, he doesn't pay his bills, he lives with his mom. And little Timmy, learning how to invest in the stock market, he invests the money, and that little money he has, he makes more than Jared. Because Jared, even though he makes $40 an hour and works full time, he pays his bills, he pays his rent, he pays his grocery bills, he pays his insurance, he pays everything by himself. And little Timmy just sits back and eats potato chips after his little shift and doesn't do his homework because he's lazy. And little Timmy knows how to invest his money properly. So even though little Timmy has this little amount of money, if little Timmy focused on a side hustle that since he's lazy, he probably wouldn't follow through with, he would waste his time and money. With his job, he gets early money to invest. With just makes $5,000 over this couple years he works. And let's show that in when he turns 50 years old, how much money that original $5,000 would make little Timmy from just doing that. So if you're a young person like little Timmy, just get a job right away and start investing. That's the best way. Job maxing. And don't worry, if you're Jared, there is an option for you. Of course, you don't have the luxury of little Timmy. You just move out and now it's your job. Make more money. You're struggling. You're making $40 an hour. Your ends barely meet and you want to make money. You know you're better than this. You know life's unfair. So you go on YouTube and you search how to do a side hustle and you just land on affiliate marketing or dropshipping. You spend all your time, all your money on these courses, all of your extra time, and you put it into this. And eventually you end up not being successful like the majority of people doing this. And Jared, he wasted all this time, all this money on this, and he's still in the same exact place making $40 an hour. Instead, with this job maxing technique, what he should do is he should learn a high income skill that will pay off in the long run, or try to make connections, maybe continue his degree, or anything possible to take extra shifts to make more money or increase his earning potential. Because the number one way to build wealth is, number one, your job and income stream. And number two is the stock market. These are the only two ways that are guaranteed to make you money. Of course, somebody else could try real estate, or they could try making your own business, but this is really hard to get into. And if this is a side hustle, none of these are side hustles. Day trading, there aren't side hustles. Dropshipping isn't a side hustle. And especially affiliate marketing, they're not side hustles. They're full-time jobs. The end goal for any YouTuber, anybody that's come successful in this, they do this as a full-time thing. You can't learn day trading just on doing on the side after your job. You can learn investing the right way with this barely any time, opening an account and doing it for the first time, watching a basic YouTube video. There's a ton of amazing creators out there teaching you how to do it, how to open an account, how to invest for the first time. And your job is something inherently that gives you an instant return. And all you have to do is work your ass off and grind to get from $40 an hour to 80 to whatever you need to do for just delayed gratification. I know it's tempting when you're down on life and you're not making enough money to make ends meet, just go and party and just go to the bar to drink, just to give up and live a 9 to 5 forever. But the thing is, just like the stock market, we have this idea of delayed gratification. You have to work hard. You have to really want it to anything, do anything possible, increase your income or decrease your spending. And that little money you do save, let's show on an infograph, if you invest this over time, you will come out with a lot extra money that you wouldn't have before. Just these two simple things, investing and job maxing. They're the only two things guaranteed to give you money. These YouTubers, these gurus, they don't tell you the downsides or the success rates or the reality of the situation. I know you weren't hoping for this to hear that the most two best ways, the most successful ways to make money is to invest in the stock market and to increase your job potential, but it is. Everybody works a job. You get money right away. Investing, you can't lose money if you do it right. Just watch one of my videos. But this is a realistic way Don't be one of those people who waste your times on doing something you know you won't follow through with if you don't see instant results. Well, these things you will see instant results. And in the long run, investing is something you don't just do for a year and give up. This is something you do for the rest of your life to build wealth. Like I reiterated, 95% of the world's self-made millionaires, self-made. They didn't start off as millionaires. They weren't born into this wealth. They did it on their own time and on their own goals. And with my investing, with my $10,000 plus in there right now, before 40, I will become a millionaire solely in the stock market. That doesn't include my net worth. That doesn't include anything else. That doesn't include my income, solely on the stock market. And that's how you amplify your wealth. And I really hope you enjoyed this video and you have to go out and take the initiative to open your first investing account or to job hop, take extra shifts, increase your earning potential, learn a skill, do anything you can, because I promise you in the future will reward yourself and you will love yourself for treating yourself this way, or treating yourself like shit and doing it the hard way, and eventually come out on top like everybody else. We're not going to be ultra richy. We're not going to be ultra wealthy. We're going to be financially free. We don't have to worry about money. We can travel, share our time with our loved ones, and not have to worry about this, because at the end of the day, money is not what I'm after. It's the time to be free and have time to spend with whatever you want to do and whatever floats your boat.